Hello, everybody. This is Action RPG Showdown episode 5. So, we're going to talk about Last Epoch. And Last Epoch, to me, it is the one most hyped game. I have played it since the very beginning, since its very first early stages, maybe like 2 months into the early access when it was live, through resets and everything else. Now, my opinion on this game is varied. It's something I can't explain. I can't say what I mean about the game is that the game has fun factors, but something won't let me continue going on with it. So I've never made it to end game. The furthest character I've made is level 50. I haven't made it to the end of the campaign, but with this game, I have played every single character. Now, in my opinion, it is lacking lots of things. One thing is, I know people love the crafting, but the crafting is such a bullshit system. The crafting to me is kind of dumb because it means that every item you get, no item is ever good enough for you. You're making the items, you're not finding them. And the point of an action RPG half the time is to find your items that you're going to use. And I don't think the game has that. I think it's lacking in that. The other thing that's lacking is there's no real like barbarian class, like a warrior class. Now you could say the Sentinel. Sentinel's more paladin than anything else, and the Primalist is a class that is not the easiest to build, and it is more base for your for minion build. So for you to do like a whole whirlwind dual wield attack type character, it doesn't really have it because the beast met the yes, I know there's specialization in classes and everything, but if you were to want to build like a barbarian type character, there isn't that. The necromancer is very powerful in this game. The sorceress is a good build. The rogue is okay, but I just don't like that type of build. I don't like the super fast build. I will say it has a very interesting story. The music's kind of lacking. I don't like the monster types. They all look like they're molded out of clay, and then you took like a blowtorch to them to kind of burn them. And that's kind of the look of a lot of them. A lot of the bosses to me just don't look that great that I fought. Was like dinosaurs or slugs. It just, but I will say the combat is pretty good, as I have played it through every way, and I've watched so many people and their opinions on Last Epoch I've been trying to hit that area, to hit that peak that everybody else has. Everybody else has this love and admiration for the game that I just don't have. And I've played hundreds of hours of this game. I played on 2 different computers. I played so much time on the game that I just don't. I want to like the game as an action RPG diehard, and the fact that everybody talks about it. Like, I've done the crafting system, but I just don't think it's 100% the end all be all game that everybody talks about. I don't get it. Because I'll play it for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, I just stop playing. And I'll stop playing for like 2, 3, 4 months, and then I'll pick it up again. And I just don't get it. I wish I knew what's keeping me from fully enjoying the game, which is something I would like to know. Because the Necromancer is like a really cool character, and even the primalist with the stuff that I don't like about it, for lightning base build with some minions, it's a pretty solid character. The sorcerer or the mage has really cool abilities, great damage dealing. The sentinel I think is super fucking weak, but that's just me. You have to build it a certain way, otherwise it doesn't work. The rogue is very good for damage and movement ability. But it's one of those games I wish I knew what I don't like. But I've played so much of Last Epoch, and as I get closer, as we get closer to D4, people are like, oh, Last Epoch's going to have another update close to the D4 launch. And everybody's so happy and excited. And I'm like, I'm really not. I also don't like the fact that they're fucking constantly wiping the goddamn progress. I get it. You guys want clean slate, everything, whatever the fuck. Because you can play in standard mode. But I normally play on online mode because that's when you get better gear and everything else. But why do you guys keep wiping it? And everybody's so excited for multiplayer. When I play these games, I don't play with other people. The only other person I play with online games is my wife, and that's on Diablo. She does not play Last Epoch. So I just don't get the appeal of this game. But that's why when I was doing this review, I didn't know exactly what this review was going to be, because it's not a full game review. All these reviews have not been full game reviews. They've been about early act into the game. So I know this review is kind of all over the place, but I've been gearing up because we are so close to the D4 launch, and the next video is going to be one that is going to be interesting. And that is going to be for Path of Exile, which is the game that everybody compares Diablo to. And Diablo is compared to Path of Exile compared to Diablo. And that will be the next game. And we will see how that goes. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.